here to answer your questions and respond to your comments. So let me do a little bit of commentary here first. As you might have seen in my episodes earlier this week, uh, big time blockade going on in Iran and the worst, what I could say, ceasefire I've ever seen in my life. Ceasefire has just been absolutely horrible. And every time you turn around, Israel's bombing somebody, or we are bombing someone, or Iran is seizing vessels, gas prices all the way up to about $4.30 a gallon, I think, nationwide. So we definitely got a lot of problems here. So at the end of the day, folks, and no wonder why you got so many questions and so many comments here. Again, as always, really appreciate you joining. And let me get to some of these questions and comments. So hold on for me just a second. Really appreciate it. Okay, the engineering room said start again. So I suppose I will. Um, again, Joe Rossano here answering your questions and comments. We got Iran. We have Erica Kirk. Erica. Of course, the whole planet would stop without some Erica Kirk here. So let me put the first one here in the chat. And this is a long one, so may need your help on this one, folks, because again, at the end of the day, I these are just some of these just are so long. So let me put this here in the chat. Wait, take me a second to read this one. These are just so much fun. So, uh, I can't wait to see TPUSA crumble and go bankrupt and see Erica Kirk have to get a real job. That's basically what it reads. Let me see if I can show some more of it. And live like real humans and provide for her kids. Quit spending literally millions. Well, let me say this. Erica Kirk got $5 million that was donated to her when Charlie was assassinated, and he left her $10 million. So just say TPUSA completely falls apart today and it's bankrupt. They come in, start taking televisions and chairs. Erica Kirk's not she's not getting a real job. Well, she maybe on Fox News or something like that. But I can tell you right now, Erica Kirk is not going to have to work at Starbucks. That I can assure you, Mike. I really do appreciate the question, but again, yeah, I mean, Erica's got plenty of money, sir. I really don't think she is going to have a problem making ends meet here. Uh, let's see here. So next. And again, some of you are really nice. And some of you, quite frankly, are bad average. But we just so much appreciate you hanging out. So here we go. My point is, you were saying exactly what Trump was saying. That they have no navy and they are done. Hold on, that was a little too quick. They were done for. They are no longer a threat. Okay, we're talking about Iran. There, Las Vegas. We appreciate it. Next exit. Um, Look, here's the thing, okay? The United States military, and this isn't Trump, this is me talking. They are the strongest military in the world, and they have technology, my dearest friends and fellow Americans. We don't even know they have. They got laser beams and all kinds of crazy stuff now. Um, Again, United States in the sea took no casualties, none of their destroyers, none of their aircraft carriers were hit with missiles, with surface to sea missiles or air to sea missiles, none of them. So yeah. Do I feel that the U.S. Navy and among others, and the Air Force from the sky and the Navy from the sky destroyed a heck of a lot of vessels from the Iranian Navy? Yeah, I do. I do think that a lot of their vessels are at the bottom of the Persian Gulf. There's no question about it. I think they got mosquito boats left. I think that's about it. But yeah, I mean, look, their leader is dead. Their second tier leaders are dead. Right? Look at Iran; it's busted into two. It's destroyed pretty much. I don't think you need to be a genius to see that. And yeah, I do. I think that, and I'm not saying it because Trump said it. I say a lot of things about Trump here. That they were done for. I'm not saying they're done for, and I didn't say that then, sir. But what I did say is that their navy, for the most part, has been sunk. And I mean, this is fact, sir. This is fact. That's what we do here. We do facts. So let's see. Oh, this one's good. Hold on. Somebody's asking me about North Korea. Sometimes I wonder, folks. Mm-mm-mm. All right, next coming up here. I better start packing for North Korea. So we got Jay Lillard, a great attitude. Where were you when North Korea developed their nuclear weapons? Well, North Korea is not in the Middle East, number one. Okay. And, the president in his first term had a meeting with I guess, the president or the prime minister, Kim Jong un of North Korea. And, again, here's what North Korea isn't doing. North Korea, it does not have proxies in South Korea and Japan uh, running into schools with dynamite and blowing themselves up. Okay. North Korea has not done anything like that. So yeah, I mean, this is a major problem. You see, let me give you an example of how US leaders think. You attack Iran, right? And they shoot at the United Arab Emirates and Qatar and Dubai and all the other places around there, Iraq, you name it, Saudi Arabia, right? The United States does not care as much about that. Is now let me lay this out for you. North Korea attacks South Korea. It is a massive problem. It's a massive problem. North Korea can do a variety of damage to South Korea. Now, South Korea, believe it or not, has the largest military in the world. They got the largest standing military in the world. South Korea. I did not know that either. But yeah, a war in the Korean Peninsula is going to be a heck of a lot worse than a war in the Strait of Hormuz, and I'm talking about from a casualty standpoint. So again, really, really appreciate that. So let's move on here because the hits just keep getting better and better, and don't think that we don't really appreciate it. Um, let's see. Next. Hold on. I'll tell you what, folks. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump onto TikTok here. I want to see what the TikTokers are saying about me today. And again, I got to tell you, folks, a lot of a lot of people I think on TikTok uh, are not as they save people. So 1 second for me. Let me grab one because I did ask a question of the day yesterday, folks, as you may remember, and is you ever seen a worse ceasefire in your life than the one in the Middle East right now, than the one in Iran? Of horror movies every day I tell you, if I didn't track this, I wouldn't even know there was a ceasefire. uh you know the day 15 minutes after the ceasefire was announced 2 weeks ago, Israel bombs Lebanon. Okay, I mean, it's absolutely horrible. It really it's all day and all night with that absolute horrible, and I do mean horrible, ceasefire they got going on over there. I really mean that. It just gets crazy. So here we go. We got next. Do you think the accusations go too far about Erica Kirk? Well, let me say that this. As I said on my show yesterday, I sure do hope, and I mean this, I'm saying it in public. I hope she was conspiracy to murder her husband. I really do. She's taken enough crap about it. I hope she's guilty. Seriously, let me make this personal. Sometimes my wife and I'll get into an argument. I didn't do it. Right, like something, the pepper. She can't find the pepper. She can't find a spatula, right, or just something like that. Where's that spatula? It was right here. I know darn well you moved it. Which I'm probably never. That's a bad example. My wife knows I'll never touch a spatula, but so I took a lot of crap for something I didn't do, right? Now, I don't mind getting knocked for something I do. I do not like getting knocked for something I didn't do, right? But here's the thing. If I'm going to get in a 15-minute fight over a spatula, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get all the freaking spatulas and move them. I might as well. I paid the penalty for it, and that's the thing. I said these words. I work as a big fat spy. I hope she's a government asset. I hope she's a handler. I hope she led Charlie to sit in that chair when he was assassinated, because she might as well had. I mean, again, we don't have any. We have no physical proof. We have no. I'm talking physical proof, not Candace and Barron with hey, this flight's not there. It doesn't have a number on it. Where's Andrew COVID? Okay, where's Tyler Boyer? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in court, Your Honor. We have this evidence we'd like to present. This is Erica Kirk, aka Erica Franzve. She was here on this particular day, and she handed the rifle to the assailant, or she pinned the microphone on his shirt that exploded. I got to tell you, I actually I hope she did it. I mean, and let me tell you where I'm coming from with that. Okay, is I would like to at least um you know I would at least like her to have been involved for all the stuff that she has taken. So we got one here from my girl. I only have one my girl. So here's what my girl says. Okay, I love this. And I get these from time to time. Uh, you know, basically saying, hey, who the heck are you type of thing. So, girl says, never heard of you, but I'm definitely Team Candace and Baron. Of course you are. Of course you are. You probably pay Baron 150 bucks to ask him a question, though, don't you? God, them super chats. That's the thing. People think I come on here and I bash Baron. I love Baron Coleman. Seriously, did you hear me? Let that be your sound bite. Baron Apollo Creed Coleman. I dig him. I like him a lot. Can do a few more. Let's see what we have here. I mean, yeah, I just need to be a little better prepared next time, folks. I'm going to apologize in advance. Okay, so my girl's coming back at me here. So let me put one more in here. My girl. Where you at, my girl? Here we go. Okay, I think the creators you talk about are actually trying to find out the truth, unlike TPUSA that can't. It's swept under the rug. What's your take? Uh, Here is the thing. Okay. I got an easy one for you, my girl. I got a nice and easy. I'm gonna make this nice and easy. Erica Kirk, right, has not been proven guilty in a court of law, right? And in addition, okay, remember this. I mean, Candace Owens says that, Macron's wife has a penis, right? I mean, I guess I just can't get through my big fat thick head why that's even newsworthy. Like, why anybody even cares about that? Seriously. I mean, now to get yourself sued over it. And here's the thing, Joe Rossano show here. In order for me to come on this show and say, hey, this happened, that happened, that happened. Macron's wife has a penis. I'm going to have to see the D. Okay. I'm going to have to pull the panties down there and and step back and take a look. See if there's a penis there with two testicles with some hair on it. Okay. Hey, Candace Owens, Joe Rossano here. I apologize, ma'am. I made a mistake. I apologize. You were right all along, and I just can't do that. I can't do it, Captain. I just don't seem to have the pivot. But at the end of the day, folks, appreciate you hanging out. And we'll see you next Thursday live here, 1 p.m. every Thursday. We'll see you then, folks.